is Putudinia Suryandani, and I'm going to deliver my presentation about factors affecting success in language learning. There are several factors that affecting success in language learning. The factors are divided into two categories, internal and external factors. One of the internal factors affecting success in language learning is cognitive. We're going to talk about nature of cognition, types of cognition process, and potential pitfalls. The nature of cognition. The word cognitive comes from Latin root cognoscere, which means to know. According to Abira 2018, the cognition develops by the accumulation of acquiring information we have learned or experienced. Cognition cannot be separated from mental process involved in gaining knowledge and comprehension. The statement also supported by Tonen, Slakers, or Petsma Giselle 2011 that the use of cognitive makes us able to learn new concepts and to make interconnecting relation from the new information to our prior knowledge. According to Horn, Muradoglu, and Chimpian 2019, there are 6 types of cognitive process as follows. The first is attention. Attention is cognitive process that require our focus in one activity that we are trying to accomplish. Second is language. The exchange information we have developed and learned during infancy and childhood until we are able to understand and use language through spoken and written words. And third is learning. Learning is a cognitive process in which new knowledge facilitated by chemicals in the brain called growth factors. Fourth is memory. Memory refers to cognitive process that allows us to encode, store, and retrieve information. The process to form new memories, information must be inclined into a usable form known as encoding. The memory that has been encoded must be stored for later use. We tend to store memories outside of our awareness unless we have the urge to use it and we are successfully stored memories into conscious awareness. It is called as retrieval process runs accordingly. Fifth is perception. Perception refers to a cognitive process that allows us to obtain information from our environment by using the senses, listening, seeing, smelling, tasting, and feeling, then utilize this information to respond and interact with the world. Number 6. Thought. Thought is the product of mental activity and cognitive process. To have the phenomenon of thoughts, we must self-awareness by introspecting and studying things. Just like maps, thoughts is corresponding to things that our brains have perceived. Moreover, Horn et al. 2019 explains the cognitive process might not done in certain ways as we expected. Since the process of cognitive is complex, some potential pitfalls may follow, such as the first is attentional blinks. The attentional blinks is a tiny gap which is created when we shift our focus from one thing to another. We would like to realize we are not fully paying attention when our brain is forced to be focused on multiple things. Second is memory problems and limitations. Short-term memory lasting only for 20 until 30 seconds and has limited capacity. Meanwhile, long-term memory can store unlimited information. The information that is always being repeated in short-term memory will likely become part of long-term memory. Unfortunately, sometimes we experience false memories as the cause of misinformation effects. The third is cognitive biases. People need to be selective about what they pay attention to, or this may cause cognitive bias. Cognitive bias is a systematic error in thinking, often lead to poor decisions and bad judgments about the world around, even though you think that you are objective, logical, and capable of taking in and evaluating all the information. After discussing the internal factor cognition, there are also two external factors that affecting the success in language learning. They are curriculum and instructions. The content of schooling in all its forms, written and unwritten, is called the curriculum. According to Connelly, 1980, the essence of the curriculum is an activity that includes a variety of students' activity plans, which includes a variety of detailed students' activity plans in the form of educational materials, suggestions for teaching and learning strategies, programs, arrangements so that they can be implemented, and things that include activities that aim to achieve the desired goals. Uridar 2015 explains the component of curriculum consists of curriculum objectives, curriculum contents or subject matters, way, approach, method, and learning strategies, and evaluation. Curriculum objectives are the goals to be achieved by a course of study, field of study, and a subject which is based on instructional objectives. Curriculum content or subject matters is a curriculum that were taught by the teacher and learned by the students. Teaching and learning process are prepared to cover and balance in order to give contribution towards the formation of students' attitude, knowledge, and skills. Third is way, approach, method, and learning strategies. Methods, approach, and learning strategies occupy an important function in the curriculum as it contains tasks that need to be done by the students and teachers in teaching and learning process. The last one is evaluation. Evaluating is a component of curriculum because with the evaluation, it can be obtained the accurate information about the implementations of teaching and learning process, whether it is successful or not. The other external factors is instructions. We will talk more about the nature of instructions and the instructional strategies. Our daily life consists of giving instructions or doing instructions. According to Firman 2008, it takes a certain kind of mindset in giving good instructions, especially by putting ourselves in the position of the person who knows nothing. And the relationship of external factors that influence successful learning of students, the pedagogic competence relates to the teacher's understanding of the learners and the mastery of techniques in planning and implementing effective instructions. There are a variety of instructional strategies teachers can choose to accomplish learning objectives, whichever instructional method used by the teacher to create the desired learning environment. It should be associated with a specific activity in which the teacher used to enhance learning outcomes as follows. The first, according to Sang Tagata Sannoni, Strigler, 2007, direct instruction strategy is commonly used by the teacher in order to provide step-by-step skills. Direct instruction consists of lecturing, explicit teaching, compare and contrast, and demonstration in guided activities. Haryanto, 2018, states that indirect instructions involve problem solving, case studies, inquiry, reflective discussion, concept mapping, concept formation, and writing to inform. Teachers' roles in indirect instructions as the facilitator. According to Gunawan 2016, independent study refers to the opportunity given by the teachers to let their students to develop the students' initiative and self-reliance under the guidance or supervision of a classroom teachers. In addition, independent study consists of working with partner or as a part of a small group. Independent study involves essays, journal blogs, reports, research projects, and computer-assisted instructions. Choskun 2017 states that in interactive instructions, students can develop their social skills and abilities to organize their thoughts and deliver them into rational arguments. Interactive instructions commonly applied in debates, open discussions, think-based, share, and cooperative learning. The fifth is Muhammad Dow 2013 explained the students learned about critical factors in effective experimental learning. The emphasis in experimental learning is on the process of learning as its activity oriented and not on the product. I think that's all I can say about internal and external factors. Thank you very much for your attention. See you later.